Welcome to Wrestling in 60, presented by Cliff Keen Athletic. This week's show features the best matches from the Big Ten Championships. We begin with our pick at number 8. Brandon Cannon, one of the great stories, 21-2, ranked 11th in the country from Ponderosa, Colorado. State title as a senior. And Tyler Kasak has been phenomenal. Of course, that run to third place last March, Cannon getting to his offense.
Yeah, just running right to a little drag, right into a little snatch single right there. Kasak doing a nice job of burying the head, though, in that situation. But, you know, that's been the Brandon Cannon that we've seen here so far here. He's been willing to go out there, just throw out points, and controls ties really well. Excellent finisher. And these young guys are wrestling with a certain level of freedom. You know, you think about all the things that they have going against them. All these older guys that out there, you know, 6, 7 years worth of experience, and they end up just going out there and laying it out there. It's really fun to watch.
Tom Ryan told me with Brandon Cannon, he wrestles like a guy that almost had something taken away from him. He loves the sports. No score here in this first period, 45 seconds left.
And he looks great in this weight class here. He's not going back to 141 anytime soon. Nice job there by Brandon Cannon here. Scrambling there by Kasak. All the way behind him here. He's got him in a crab ride. He's going to end up in the top position with the wing in.
Tyler Kasak hits the takedown. Happens inside of 30 seconds. And now he'll want to finish this period on top. Buries that head. In for a good coffee grinder. Great scramble won there by Tyler Kasak. Kasak, 2022 U17 World Silver. Won that in Rome. Cannon goes on bottom here in this second period.
Cut hard, cut hard!
Quickly works to his feet. Uncontested ride by Kasak. It is 3-1.
Slip the wrist! Slip his wrist! Slip it! 30!
And what a great day for them and their family to see Brandon Cannon and all he's endured wrestling for a Big Ten title. Pretty incredible. Another shot there by Cannon into a 2-on-1. Now Kasak underhook left side. Short time, final 10 seconds in the second period. Up by 2. Kasak, that big win over Ja'Cory Teamer late January 5-2 when he put Teamer up in the air and gave that fist pump to the crowd, an iconic image.
Hey, go get him now, go
Good
get
job
him!
of peeling the hands away there by Kasak. See,
Quick escape makes it 4-1. Kasak 17 wins, 9 bonus point victories for the #1 ranked 157-pounder in the country, the 2 seed here at the Big Tens.
early to shut it down there for Kasak. You got to be careful on the edge there because they've already been warned. You're going to have opportunities when the guy's coming at you that hard, you know. All that forward pressure there.
Another
warning with the stall warning.
There we go.
Second call, so it's a point for Cannon, 4-2 match.
There he goes. Drops into a shot right there, getting on his offense, lowered his level. Made the decision, I'm not going to wrestle at this level. I'm going to drop down here and see if I can pick up a leg.
Shot there from Cannon. Whoa, great counter there from Kasak, and he's got Cannon on his back, center of the mats.
These are the opportunities I'm talking about when you have a guy chasing you like that.
Tyler Kasak. Could we see our third fall in these Big Ten finals? He appears content at the moment to stay right there. Big move from Tyler Kasak. And Tyler Kasak
Yeah, I see it all over.
gonna just stay right here as the time ticks away.
Clean it up.
Looks like both these guys are bleeding. The points are awarded to Tyler Kasak. still so much to be proud of, so much to be grateful for. With Brandon Cannon, an amazing run here in 2025. But Tyler Kasak is a Big Ten champion for the Nittany Lions.
Amazing run by Cannon there in this tournament.
We continue our countdown of the best matches from the Big Ten Championships with number 7. He knocked off Matt Ramos, ranked number 1 in the country last night, handing the Boilermaker his first defeat of the season. They call him Lightning Luke, Jim. Speed never slumps.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he does an excellent job of running to the corner here. He snaps the guy's head down here, and he runs to an attack here, goes to both sides of the body. Really a lot to be able to handle here. This is rematch of a match earlier in the year that the Lilledahl was able to go ahead and win in a big dual meet here, where the Huskers really kind of had some momentum going into it, and that win basically stalled a lot of that Husker momentum here. But Caleb Smith is a different wrestler here right now. We've seen where he's been able to go ahead and get some big wins here. He slows the match down pretty well, likes to work off the wrist ties. That he will attack below the knee as well.
Caleb Smith's second season in Lincoln, spent his first 4 at Appalachian States.
Center, center.
Bounce him here, bounce him, bounce him.
Caleb Smith, an All-American. He was 6th last March in Kansas City. A 3-time national qualifier. He's a SoCon champ back in 2023, who placed 8th at the Big Ten's last March in Maryland. Still no score with Smith and Lilledahl.
You saw earlier in the match there where Caleb Smith was able to punch a right-handed underhook right there.
Nice ankle pick there from Lilledahl. Gets that left ankle. Now he's going to work up, and the 3 is awarded. The Nittany Lions freshman leads it 3-0.
And just when you think he's going to run to a corner, he hits you with that low ankle pick right there. Just great combination.
And this is big, of course. 30 seconds left. Want to finish those periods on top.
Green Stalling. Drop down.
Lilledahl he's world class on his feet. He's been to 4 straight world finals, and that's he just shows you there's nobody better on his feet than Lilledahl.
Good job of turning back into that wrist ride, but good job of following as well by Lilledahl.
Lilledahl riding time over 30 seconds. Gets the ankle pick and the ride out. Good first period for Luke Lilledahl. 3-0 to the second.
You know, as good as Lilledahl is on his feet, he's really tough on top too. Stretches you out.
He's got some good length, uses his leverage.
There is
good
a
job
nice
there from Caleb Smith. The Cornhuskers on the board, 3-1.
Got to his feet, got the hips separated.
Smith this season was 4th at the Cliff Keenan Vegas, an AB Classic champion. Lilledahl won the Black Knight invites. 3-1 score, 30 seconds into the second period. 45 seconds here in the second period.
Great discipline here by Lilledahl. You see how he's measuring his opponent right there, out there with that right hand, comes inside with the collar.
Half shot there by Smith. Half a minute. If you're Caleb Smith, Jim, how do you get to the legs of Lilledahl?
Well, I think that's a puzzle that everybody's going to be trying to solve here for the next 3 years, but his footwork is just amazing here. Like I said, he runs to a corner really well. And if you got any ability to go ahead and get in on underhooks or get him uncomfortable, try to jack him up a little bit. But again, with his footwork, he's able to go ahead and skate out of that pretty quickly and ends up being in a good position to be able to score again.
Second period is in the book. The 2024 Junior Hodge Trophy winner Lilledahl goes underneath to begin this third period. Would sit off the whistle.
Good job of hand fighting there by Smith. He's coming back to a little pry action there to get a cross wrist. And the Penn State wrestlers just do this so well right there, where they seal you off there with their elbows getting close to the rib cage.
Quick shot there from Caleb Smith after the escape from Lilledahl.
Maybe he could force this underhook. But Lilledahl, great job there. See how he's 2-on-1 on those wrists right there?
Center.
Planting that wrist down, and then that's that lateral motion that he employs right there to break free.
I love the urgency on Smith's part right there. And he got the attention of the official, whether you like it or not. It was the attack, and so that's 1 point for Smith. Stalling.
Down to 1:10 remaining here in this third period. Penn State last year had Braden Davis, a true freshman, beat Patrick McKee of Minnesota 8-1. And the Lions looking to go back-to-back at 125 with a pair of true freshmen. Davis now up to 133. Riding time and on factor with 50 to go in this third period. Both guys collar ties.
Getting heavy ear-to-ear collar tie action right now, as you mentioned, Shane.
Center.
This is really favors Lilledahl in this position here because he's able to down block with his head, look at him, get on his horse, not in the stalling way, but just getting better angles to possibly re-attack.
Smith on the knee now works back up. Down to 25 seconds.
Just that action right there adds another 5-10 seconds here.
Lilledahl, nice job to circle back in. Shot there by Smith. Stall call on Lilledahl. There's a point for Smith. It's a 1-point match with 10 seconds to go. The Penn State true freshman Luke Lilledahl, your Big Ten champion. Lightning strikes in Evanston. Lilledahl now 20-2 on the season. You look at his face, bruised and battered. Gets that Big Ten championship belt. We continue our countdown of the best matches from the Big Ten championships with number 6. To win it 9-8, Levi Haynes looking for his third Big Ten title. Levi Haynes won the Big Ten title last year at 157. Lenny Pinto last season was up at 184.
Yeah, and you look at Haynes, and he looks every bit a 174-pounder. So I've been impressed what he did from a standpoint of his body. And then the same thing for Pinto. Looks really good at 174, down from 84 last year.
And to add to that, I think the techniques have come with him too. I mean, he's been a dominant rider in the top position, which he was at 157, and that really helped him make the transition to becoming a national champion last year. And I think he's one of the best finishers. The head, the outside shots there in the country. He did not cracks guys down, and it's a great matchup because you got Lenny Pinto, because you never know what he's going to do. There could be 20 points scored in this thing in the next 10 minutes.
As you would say, Jim, Lenny Pinto is good action.
He is good action.
Had that crazy match, you called it, Tim, with Patrick Kennedy. What was that, 18-11 final?
And half of those points were in the first period.
Lenny Pinto in deep on a single leg. Going to switch off to a double, but you see that great defense, the hips from Haynes to keep it scoreless.
Haynes is never going to bite on any fakes, and he's so explosive with his double, Pinto, but it's been straight on. He can do it with most. He won't be able to do that straight on against Haynes.
Short time in this first period. Single leg for Levi Haynes. Looking to put 3 on the board in short time.
A little high tap right there. He's able to go back to the far ankle. He should be able to score in this position.
6 seconds left in the period. Those short time points. 3-0 to the second. Of course, up a couple of weights. Beat Corey Teamer 5-0 to win the title last March in Kansas City in 2023. Fell to Austin O'Connor of North Carolina. The escape makes it 4-0 for Levi Haynes.
What made that takedown so impressive, he got to the back leg. See how Pinto normally will keep that left leg way back there, and Haynes was able to get to that shot. He's scouting there by the Lions.
At the cradle lock
shot, and here is Levi Haynes.
This could go either way, though.
Yep.
Can he get Pinto up in the air, drop him down to the red zone lane, score 3 more, 7-0 for Haynes.
I'll be honest with you, the best part of that finish is he broke the cradle, went back to what he really knows right there, and that's
He's got that Turk, Jim.
He does, bottom leg Turk coming up. You turn the belt buckle to the sky, shoulders will follow.
Levi Haynes out of Arnsville, Pennsylvania. Looking for his 3rd Big Ten title. He's got Pinto in all kinds of trouble. Inside of a minute, 2nd period.
Really difficult to pin a guy in this situation, but you know what? You can do it if you can go ahead and keep that ankle. When he pulls on that ankle right there, that's what makes that thing just totally painful.
There you go. Yes.
Just driving that ankle and knee back. And now Pinto is somehow, some way able to work back to his belly. 4 more near fall, makes it 11-0. Levi Haynes only lost this season to Keegan O'Toole. That was in sudden victory, 4-1, just before Christmas. O'Toole, 2-time national champion. You're at 174.
Well, just the adjustment in the feel that Haynes had in that position. I think he felt that, you know, I got a cradle on Pinto. Now they're in a crab ride late.
And here's a scramble, and
loss of control. I got one loss of
He's
control.
up the reversal. Nope.
the time runs out.
Yeah, gives an escape.
Red choice.
Lenny's fans looking for some Pinto power. Down big early 3rd. What's impressed you most, Tim, watching Levi Haynes develop these past couple seasons?
Well, he's just so solid. He's never going to, bite on fakes because he knows what he wants to do. He keeps great position, and he's just one of those guys that attacks the legs below the knee and finishes so well, as Jim talked about. But he's just good in every position, and he's just improved all the time. Great footwork.
And when he started separating himself last year, as you guys recall, that this was the position where he was able to go ahead, stay in the top position, just grind guys down, wear them out.
Beat Will Malone last March to get his 2nd Big Ten title.
3, 4, 5. Stop.
Stall warning on the drop down.
No change. Red down.
I think it's safe to say he is highly combustible material, Lenny Pinto.
That goes way back, Shane.
Dylan Ness, Mr. Original, highly combustible. 50 seconds, 3rd period. The riding time is locked up for Haynes, looking for a major decision en route to a Big Ten crown.
Deep, tight waist there. The hips flat on the mat. Really nice job on top. And as soon as he can slip that leg in, get the figure 4 above the knee, there's nobody better than Haynes.
Has that hammer lock.
Yeah, he's covering the hips really well because he knows that that's the most dangerous part.
Hammer lock and a claw ride. Convincing victory for Levi Haynes.
A lot of pride in his top position here for Haynes. He doesn't want to give up anything. He was let go of there.
With the riding time points, it is a 12-1 major decision. Levi Haynes with Big Ten title number 3. We continue our countdown of the best matches from the Big Ten Championships with number 5.
Interesting matchup here for both these guys. They're both great in the top position for the 97-pounders. We mentioned that throughout the course of the tournament there. They can go ahead and turn guys. They have that ability to go ahead and stay with their opponent here in the top position and actually turn them. You see that a lot here with these two guys, but they got similar qualities here. They can attack below the knee. Buchanan more of a
Guys, wrestle
kind of a
through it,
straight-on
wrestle
guy
through
here.
ties.
Cardenas
Top of
gets
the
a
head.
little bit more of a angle, shucks, and things like that. He does a lot of this right here, which reminds me of watching Real Woods, back in, it was just last year here with his techniques. You're hitting the mat on the, with his hands right there, then exploding into a shot.
Cardenas coming from Cornell, where he was a 3-time national qualifier, 2-time All-American, coming off a 4th-place finish in 2024. A couple of years back, he was 8th, following an EIWA championship.
Come on, guys, give me
Cardenas,
something.
Bergen Catholic, 2-time New Jersey state champ before heading to Cornell.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, find it, find it, find it.
Cardenas, a 2-time U23 world medalist. Looking for the corner, driving through on Buchanan.
Jacob Warner hit 2 side tilts in the 3rd period to I think it was down 4-0 in that match to keep the streak.
That'd be something where Buchanan could play a part in that streak. And there is Cardenas driving through. No points yet. He continues to drive, and Cardenas scores the takedown. The Wolverine leads it 3-0. Buchanan with the escape. Hawkeye makes it a 3-2 match. 52nd, second period.
Still plenty of time here for Buchanan to open it up, but that was just well done here. Great setup there. He showed it a few times.
Come on, clear it.
Again, attacking at that ankle, driving back up to the hip.
Buchanan this season hitting the century mark in career wins.
Stay in the center. Break. Who's got it? We got blood.
Finish strong. Don't wait on it. Don't you wait, Jacob. Go get it. Go get it.
Hand fighting right there. Watch him right there. Drives and makes the quick circle. He got on his hands right there, but instead of working about going out, he basically made the quick turn. Made it difficult to follow.
He's going to be open.
Guys, get out of it.
4-2 match. 20 seconds into this 3rd period. Riding time and on factor. Cardenas, the only takedown.
Keep it control. Keep it control.
It's the way that Cardenas is handling himself on his feet. They're lowering his level. Now you see Buchanan, he's got to make a decision. Do I want to increase the pace to create a scramble like right here, getting ready to hit some sort of counter shot?
Come on, guys. Come on, work through it. Push through it.
Iowa as a program has had 210 Big Ten titles.
Cardenas is matching levels of Buchanan.
You got 1 minute to wrestle hard.
Down to minutes.
You just see the passivity there of Buchanan. He doesn't quite have his timing
Do nothing.
down here. He's having a difficult time with dealing with that opponent wrestling on his knees.
Nothing. Action. You got nose. Got blood.
And now blood on Buchanan. Cardenas has not been called for stalling. Shot from Buchanan.
Fingers.
Cardenas will drop in into the chest of the Hawkeye.
Good job of squaring up by Cardenas. Coming up, didn't stay down, doesn't allow Buchanan to stuff and go around.
Keep working, guys.
You don't give scholarships to guys that give up go-behinds easy.
There's a stall call on the Wolverine, but he's got a tight front headlock on Buchanan. And Jacob Cardenas, the Wolverine, takes a Big Ten title back to Ann Arbor.
That was just really well done, guys, tactically. Keeping position. It didn't really end up being a match where the top position played a big part. We all know they're strong in that position, but big win for Cardenas.
Wrestling in 60 is presented by Cliff Keen Athletic. Wrestle with the best. We continue our countdown of the best matches from the Big Ten Championships with number 4. Both undefeated, Gable Steveson has won 65 straight. Greg Kerkvliet has won 38 straight. Something has got to give.
I don't know what it's going to be either. Is that these guys are going to be fun to watch. The ability of Gable Steveson to be able to attack maybe 3 out of the 4 quadrants of the body there has just been amazing. It's been the signature of his career. You know, Kerkvliet has been on an improvement course and probably, reigning national champion. His ability to be tough in the top position here, I don't know if he has the ability to go ahead and ride an explosive Gable Steveson, but if this match gets close, goes to tiebreaker, that may become a factor. But I think what Kerkvliet needs to try to do is basically try to control some ties, control some wrists, right? Maybe run to a shot here. If he gets to a single, he's got to be able to go ahead and finish it. But we just haven't seen it been done.
Penn State 5 for 5 in these Big Ten finals, and they have won the team title. Congratulations once again to Cale Sanderson and the Nittany Lions. What excites you most about this match, Tim?
Well, I tell you, Gable Steveson and Greg Kerkvliet are both better than they've ever been. How do you say that about a guy that's been off the mat for a couple of years? But that's the case with Gable Steveson, and he's just, I mean, we talk about power, but Stevenson's got this, he's got a sense of measuring, a rhythm. He's crafty, and he's got the whole package. And it's just this match is great for wrestling.
A little high crotch shot there by Gable Steveson. And he can stay in these types of positions here on his feet. Get quick angles there. It increases his chances to maybe getting a takedown, or at least getting to a leg.
Inside of 40 seconds in a scoreless first period, there's a shot from Gable Steveson, and there you see that power. The Gopher leads it 3-0.
Just the ability to be able to change angles. There's not just getting to the leg here, but stepping up and driving and doing it. He could have done that in a phone book, right? The way he finished it.
Don't waste time. 20.
Drop down 1. Out of bounds. Center.
In the semifinal match, 15-4.
Stay up. Right back up.
Crunch him heavy on him, on the top of his head.
Gable just
Forward.
double underhook position here, and trying to make it hard for Kerkvliet to do
Stay up.
come back up.
Sag.
Got his lock that he wants right there. See Kerkvliet push those hips away. Nice little return. A little standing switch on the way back down to collect that quick escape. That's important for Kerkvliet.
Hey, don't fake stuff. He's biting hard here. Start getting
On the line. On the line.
Greg Kerkvliet
every time he reaches,
has
stay
not
hard,
lost in
hard,
almost 2 years.
drag that.
Lost in that 2023 NCAA final to Mason Paris. And for Gable Steveson, last time he lost in college was in 2019 in Pittsburgh to Anthony Kasak. Of course, Kasak beat him in the Big Ten final in Minneapolis a couple weeks previous. And Gable Steveson tack on 3 more. Wow. I've made the joke before with Gable Steveson. Says he's from Apple Valley, Minnesota. But since he was in the WWE, I'll make the reference. It reminds me of when guys would get introduced and they would say, from parts unknown. I mean, this guy is from parts unknown. Where's he from?
Grew up in Indiana, didn't he?
They said the writing
I think you're right. Indiana to
Indiana's
Apple
got a
Valley.
claim on the man.
Stacked weight class in the Big Ten. 8 of the top 12 in the country this season from the nation's premier wrestling conference, the Big Ten. Escape by Kerkvliet. 16 match, just over 30 seconds left here in the second period.
I think Stevenson's motivated here to add on. He's an entertainer. He has the opportunity here in front of a sold-out crowd, and there's nothing he likes more.
15 if you want to get one. 15.
Ready to move those feet.
Heavy on his
Move
head.
those feet.
More fakes.
Your choice, Red.
Rare Air, 4-time Big Ten champions. Saw Aaron Brooks accomplish the feat last March. And Steveson, a minute 40 away from adding his name to that impressive list.
And what Steveson understands so much about his wrestling, how to push into a guy and then slightly rotate his upper body and then slam it down here, getting Kerkvliet to take a big step there, and then totally dropping the bottom out of his stance and attacking a leg. When he first came in, he was kind of like a left-handed underhook guy, and then just, you know, see what materialized off of that. But his ability to run low shots down here at that size is just really impressive, and we've seen how great of a finisher he is. Wow, right there. Again, the service area that he finishes his techniques, it's just in the 4x4 area.
Didn't even go down to his knee.
No, he never does.
Third takedown of the contest for Gable Steveson. And he is in bonus point territory. It's been all bonus points all season long for Steveson. 9-3.
Work on it, go behind. Work on it, get him to attack.
Run through it.
Just want to slow you down, you gotta go get it then. If you ain't gonna go, you gotta go.
Good footwork there by Steveson.
15, let's go get it, Greg.
You gotta go, you gotta go then.
There'll be adjustments made. We still have the opportunity to be leading again. So far, this has been a really impressive performance by Steveson.
3 takedowns for Gable Steveson. It is a 9-3 final. Gable Steveson adds his name to the history books. He's a 4-timer, a 4-time Big Ten champion, and he will wrestle for another national title in Philadelphia as the #1 seed. Dialed in, Gable Steveson. That is a bad, bad man. We continue our countdown of the best matches from the Big Ten Championships with number 3. What are you looking for early on in this match, Jim?
No, what's been impressive to me here, Max McEnelly's season here, his redshirt freshman year, has just been his footwork. He can attack. You know, Starocci's a different guy, though. You know, he gets out in that wide square stance right there, and he puts a lot of forward pressure. Loves to go ahead and jump in on that left leg of McEnelly here. Great finisher of the single leg, and he can do just about anything. And we've been saying this for, you know, all throughout his career. Probably one of the most competitive people that we've ever seen hit the mat.
Carter Starocci, 20-0, 19 bonus point victories. Did not wrestle at the Big Tens last year. Came out and had to injury default a couple of times.
You see that forward pressure there by Starocci. Get that wide square stance. He'll move you to the edge, and then he just keeps you there. And all of a sudden, you walk into one of his shots.
Center. Nice, not a good attack.
Webster did such a good job of following the script. Didn't get it done, but there is a nice low single, and he gets that takedown. Now that may just ignite Starocci into something that's a little different than the last period one takedown opportunity, but really impressive.
Max McEnelly wakes this crowd up. He scores the first takedown, gives the quick escape. 3-1 shot there by Carter Starocci. Great hips for McEnelly.
Doing a nice job of trying to circle back in.
He has won 89 straight.
Good quick escape there by Starocci.
McEnelly's made a living, though, on his feet. He just wants to be on his feet. He has no interest in being on the mat, and so far, the script is going good. It makes a lot of sense to have Michael Kimmer in that corner, doesn't it?
Rotate your upper body. That's a little hand fake right there to that lead leg.
Deep shot there for Carter. Shin wizard defense for McEnelly.
This is an advantage situation here for Starocci because he'll take you all the way back.
Starocci is so good at finishing on the edge, and there's another example as Starocci's got his first lead in this final.
Red, hold set,
Score
stay set.
5-3 for Carter Starocci, 5 unanswered for the 4-time national champion.
Now a key situation here, freshman popping up to his feet.
And McEnelly, talk about winning. He has not lost in college. He was undefeated last year in his redshirt year, and he's undefeated this year. Has not lost a college match.
Good job of following there. Excellent footwork there by Starocci. He's keeping himself, his wrinkle in the back of the neck, chest sealed on those hips, moving his feet. So knocks him, he bumps him onto his hands right there. A little difficult for McEnelly to go ahead and get back pressure. Doing a good job of turning. Boy, cupped on the hips right there, right on the hip bone. Made a great turn. You know what? The Gophers do as good a job of teaching that technique as any team in the country. Well, if you can get out quickly here, it just, gives yourself a chance to go ahead and get on the feet and become fearless.
This is a 5-5 match in the third period. Riding time and on factor. A couple of critical escapes for McEnelly to tie this one up.
And if you're McEnelly in this situation, you want to get your balance back here. You don't want to be caught leaning into Starocci. You felt his shot a couple of times now. Can you go back to that low shot? You know that Starocci's going to come at you, so you don't really worry about the penetration step as much as you worry about getting low in your stance.
What we've seen all weekend is the look in the eye of these young guys. It's just like the old Seabiscuit. They've got that look in their eye, whether it's Lilledahl or Canon Webster, or right now there is no fear. Every expectation to win by McEnelly.
Get out of the grip, center.
I like what Starocci's doing here. Back to his collar tie here, marching the guy to the edge of the mat, wide square stance. McEnelly kind of naturally leads that left leg, and that's the one that he wants to shoot to.
We are down to 45 seconds in this third period, 5-5.
45.
A pair of undefeateds for the Big Ten title here at 184.
If you're Carter Starocci, you want to go right now because it may take a while to be able to go ahead and get that finish that you want. Takes one direction, comes back.
Stall call on McEnelly, the first on the Gopher. Inside of a half a minute.
20.
You could hear a pin drop here in Welsh Ryan Arena.
Nice.
There's a shot.
For McEnelly.
Or fakes. Got to put a cup together. Get that
It's
angle.
good because they've just been warned right there, so they keep the referee off you at that point. No harm.
Fakes. Fight. Give him the fight. He's reaching now.
Here comes the stalking, getting the outer third of the mat.
Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused.
And this one is headed to sudden victory. This season, McEnelly, as I mentioned, 17 bonus point victories. The other 3 wins in overtime against Gabe Arnold, Jaden Bullock of Michigan, and Bennett Berge.
You got to go get it here.
Each guy with a takedown.
And McEnelly come back to that shot to the right, where the ankle band is right there, the right foot.
Nobody said you could win.
There's he tried to wave that right there. Starocci's measured that shot.
He
feels that.
has.
Yeah.
He has kept that leg back, hasn't he?
He's sly dog.
Be upset.
Stance.
Nice.
Stay down, Max. Stay down. Stay down.
He goes under, run corner, run corner.
Heavy collar tie, trying to break 3 foot. So a lot of times in these situations, okay, they might get tied up. Well, what's going to happen when they clear? Right now, they're forehead to forehead.
He's reaching.
A little less forward pressure by Starocci.
110 here in sudden victory.
Good job. Good job. Focus. Move him here. Move him here. Move him
You
here.
can see the perspiration on both guys. Slippery. Inside of a minute.
This is where Starocci's so good, as you pointed out, Shane, right on the edge.
Good, good, good. Score, score. Good.
Nice job by McEnelly coming
One
back
center, give
in.
me some more room.
McEnelly's been hit once for stalling. He's got to make sure he circles back in.
Center.
Good, good.
Knowing that, Starocci can go ahead and continue to put that forward pressure, but he's released a little bit of that. 36 seconds left. A little more activity.
Stay focused.
30 seconds remaining. Smart on the edge. Let's go on the edge.
Another shot there on the edge by the
Let
Nittany
him in,
Lion.
let him in.
Down to 20-second shot by McEnelly to go behind. Carter Starocci, the king, your Big Ten champion for the 3rd time.
And Shane, he really worked into that. All the effort that he did, taking territory, all right, forcing McEnelly into a shot from distance right there. knowing that he would have probably an advantage in the tiebreaker situation with the riding here. Such a great rider.
That is the first come-from-behind win in today's championship finals. Starocci just finds a way. We continue our countdown of the best matches from the Big Ten Championships with number 2. Here we go at 141 pounds.
Just these two guys' attitudes out there, the way they take the mat, the way they wrestle high-paced matches, the scramble situations they're willing to get into, the fact that they've wrestled here before, right, leads you to believe here that these two dudes are not going to stand around. They're going to get on the attack right away. It could be a lot of points scored here.
Brock Hardy, two-time All-American.
You mentioned coming all the way back here. You mentioned Vombaur being the 26th seed and being able to be an All-American here. How about Brock Hardy and the job that he did last year at the NCAA's, finishing 3rd?
Putting that spladle by Jesse Mendez. It was one of those moments where you go one way or another and just used it as motivation. The big win last night against Mendez. He came back and took 3rd place at the national tournament, beating Real Woods. That was a huge win.
Big difference between Brock Hardy is his offense. And we talk about offense and attack rate. There's Vombaur in on a leg, but good defense. But you know, Brock Hardy's gone to another level because he's so good in leg defense and his tricks. But he has really upped his game in the last year on his feet.
You mentioned the tricks. I mean, he's like, call him the old guy at the Y here. You show up here with a set of wrestling shoes here, and there's a guy like that in the gym that knows every trick, knows how to carry his weight. And what he does so well is that his defense here, he keeps a lot of weight on people's heads when he's trying to cut the corner. Right here, exactly in this position here, really difficult for a guy like Vombaur to get up because he's constantly putting that type of weight on, and there's a cradle.
Brock Hardy's got Vombaur on his back. We've seen one fall already from Ayala. Hardy going to make an adjustment.
He's got that leg scooped up. Can Vombaur come back around? He fight vigorously on this thing.
Brock Hardy looking for the fall. And Brock Hardy, Big Ten Championship mission complete. Brock Hardy, the 2nd fall in these finals, improves to 23-3. There you see Brock Hardy's family. That is his mother on your left, his wife on the right. The emotion spilling from his family. And when Brock Hardy gets in a cradle, Jim, you are in a bad, bad place.
I tell you what, he had every chance to basically put him there. That was so tight. How about that celebration there? The emotion, the corner, and Nebraska's had a great tournament.
We continue our countdown of the best matches from the Big Ten Championships with number 1. Looking forward to this scrap at 133. Let's go.
Yeah, both of these guys wrestled a few weeks ago, and I think they're both better than they were 6 weeks ago. And so who's learned more than the other guy?
Ayala from Fort Dodge, Iowa, 3-time champion, and he's got that slide by, Jim.
He really does, and he put any forward pressure on him here, and that's what happened a lot in that last match where Lucas Byrd, who normally likes to, increase the pace, take territory, gets you pushing back into him and hits a lot of heavy snaps and gets into his shots. You do that again Ayala, you're going to get spun around real quickly. He's very savvy. He knows who he is on the mat there. He has an excellent single leg finish, and that match was decided by a diving single leg attempt here. The attempts will really be hard to come by with these guys' great head-hands defense.
Pair of All-Americans, Ayala up from 125 pounds. He was a national finalist. Fell to Richie Figueroa in that national final, 7-2. Figueroa from Arizona State. Lucas Byrd is back. 2-time All-American from Cincinnati, Ohio. Couple times state champion there at LaSalle High School. No score, 150 first period.
Other fingers,
This
guys.
match is probably going to be decided on the feet by
Come on, guys.
who
Work
can
the score.
be
I
the
need some
lowest. And
offense.
right now you can already see a little bit of a difference here with Lucas Byrd here. So he's about 6 inches lower than he was before. Ayala, one of those guys that is, he can go low because he goes to one knee. And he's got great offense from that.
So important for Byrd to keep good head position, because it was his head position, a fundamental mistake that he made with a collar tie and a head going to the side. So he's got to move laterally.
Ayala 17-1, 9 bonus point victories, 5 bonus point victories for Lucas Byrd. You hear some of the whistles and the crowd cheering in the background. We have 4 fifth place matches going on. And here's Lucas Byrd. An opportunity and out of bounds. That is a stall call on Drake Ayala, but he'll take that all day.
Yeah, and Drake Ayala has so many. He not only has a slide by, but he's got a really nice knee pull, high crotch to the other side. So Byrd's got to keep moving, like I said, back and forth, because you go forward, too much pressure, as Jim's pointed out, Ayala will make you pay.
And I think Ayala basically likes to get to the left leg of Byrd. That's where he's had success. And a lot of times when you have a great opponent like Lucas Byrd is here, you're gonna gotta misdirect to it. Like, see a waving shot. He knew he wasn't gonna get to that leg right there. He's trying to set up something to the other side.
Lucas Byrd was 5th in 2021 and 2022. In 2023, won 30 matches, was 3rd at the Big Tens, failed to All-American, failed to Jesse Mendez of Ohio State in that blood round. Short time in this first period, no score, with the top 2 133-pounders in the country.
Byrd's doing a really good job of keeping his head position, because Ayala can't get past him when he has great head position like he does.
Final seconds, and there is Byrd with a late attack, no takedown. So close for Lucas Byrd. Byrd starting period on bottom, quick claw, sunk in by the Hawkeye. Byrd works to his feet.
Good job of this.
And now Byrd looking for something big.
Got his head tucked.
Got the
And he's got Ayala on his back. Lucas Byrd gets the slap of the mats.
Who had this on their bingo card? Wow. Take a look at this. Double trouble right there here. See, he has his hands locked right now. Now he's able to go ahead and bump him over. That was flat.
And he opened up, and that's what he needed to do. He wrestled free, he opened up. It's what he didn't do before. Wow.
See Mike Poeta, Jeremy Hunter slipping the Resolites. He had him tight.